Hello and welcome to Snack Play Love, where today I'm doing a rare constructed video just for the fun of it, but mainly because I've got some packs to open and I can't be bothered to do the cutting and pasting of the deck for the draft that we did earlier. Yesterday in fact. It looks like a standard humans deck, but let's go for it. Oops, shrink this down. So we have a few packs from the track. I had forgotten that was even still a thing. I mean, it's not in standard, but that would probably be quite good in Mono Black Historic. That's a nice thing to open. Core set 2020. That was last year's core set, so that's still in standard. Mystic Forge, Ray. That's actually quite a fun card. It's probably the most interesting card in the set, but you really can't. Drawing multiples of them does nothing really. Hey, there was a pretty good deck floating around with that, like a 5-color deck, and with Mutate, that could actually be really good. There aren't that many good vigilance targets for the Mutate. Swing for 5 and then tap it for mana afterwards. That's pretty good for the Mutate deck. Less exciting. The interventions never really did anything. That's probably the most exciting card there. That's the one that you'll actually see played. Almost 150%. I reckon we'll have another vault ready for the core set. We have 12 Ikoria, but we're going to do some more drafts, so there's no point in opening those yet. Quick drafts back. I've forgotten about that. Well, I hadn't noticed it when I did the Premier draft the other day, otherwise I'd have probably just jumped into that with the coins. We're a little bit off at the moment, but let's just play. I've just been mucking around in standard rank today. I've not really felt like concentrating. I suspect that there's a lot of high-level play going on in the tournament. I haven't seen any posts of people going, I've got $2,000, but the number of people who enter and the number of people who actually end up with that, it's probably quite a difference. So it'd be interesting to see if they publicise that. So this is terrible, let's keep it. We need a green. If we don't draw it, we fabled passage it. We don't. Computer's been going weird again today. I've been getting those same graphical glitches that I posted the video about, the disco mode one, where you get kind of stripes on the screen, where it's almost like this is 3D and it's rendering in the wrong plane, but who knows. I wouldn't mind another untapped land. Am I playing historic? I suppose he's putting it out of the range of removal. We can't currently play the Dryad next turn, so he's only going to fetch white. So let us hope that he uses the Soul Mender to put the thing on it. Gids, okay. As long as it's your turn. That deserves a thinking. If we can get the emotes to work. If he's not got any creatures, it can't really do much, can it? It's just a 4/4. But giving that lifelink ends me. What are you going to give you 1/1? That makes sense. But that triggering for a life and the other one doing stuff is bad. We can now play the Dryad because that ramps us. And we can fetch blue. Fetch, fetch, fetch. Because I don't trust him not to exile it. Wow. The slowness of this computer knows no bounds sometimes. I think this is why the people with speedy computers go, you'll go, so much. But, oh, it's an orator. Yeah, we were totally right in zapping the other guy. If we'd got better sweepers in this deck, then... because we could have swept that for odds. Creature that can't attack is indestructible. I'm cool, I'll take the 4. So... do we want both? Yeah man, sack Gideon, go for it. Shame we can't play both druids on the same turn. But this combo does hold back some sweet things. And he's gaining a lot of life, but we can just punch that. If we had have killed the Gideon, waited, trigger killed the Gideon on my turn, then I don't think we could have done much at all to the whatchamacallit, the Ajani's Pride Mate. I suppose he's protecting himself against double blocks, but there are combat tricks. So we either put the 7 mana thing down that we can't attack with, or we pay 7 for a 5 crisis. I think we pay 7 for a 5 crisis. So far this hasn't been very exciting, has it? Hey look man, I got life gain too. Oh, do we want to pay 4 life for a Paradise Druid? I don't think we fucking do. So, predictions. He can keep tanking up the Gideon, but then he knows he loses. Well, no, if he uses the Gideon, he knows he loses it. If he doesn't target the Crisis. But he's got his life gain guy. Hasn't got haste. If he... I don't know actually. Depends what he's holding on to. If he's holding on to lands. Oh, pacify. Nice. Swing with everything. That's what you should do. You get 4 triggers, your Pride Mate becomes stupid. Go on, make it indestructible. Yep. I have not got enough to do 3 damage. And he doesn't attack with the Orators. Missing out on 2 triggers, that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So... Pride Mate will be too big to kill in theory next turn, which is unfortunate. We can't snap at and that. That's 5 or greater. Tap the Druid, play a Druid. That's a very next turn thing, but most likely to block the Pride Mate with the Druid. That's a problem. So he did play a land this turn, so I'm predicting that's what he had in hand last turn, otherwise he would have probably played it. He does seem to be a play out kind of guy. He's gone for the exile. So we either die or we block the primate. Do we just take the damage from Linden and see what we can max him out next time? Because we're basically either dead or we draw something fantastic, and the worst thing to be would be not be able to cast it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, that's somewhat unfortunate. For an x equals 4? I suppose I could have not fought. I mean, he hasn't swung with everything yet, so he might not just win, but we'll see. You give it lifelink. You don't care if it dies. See? And now you swing with everything. I have 2 blockers, you have 5 creatures. There we go. Good game. So we didn't even really see what my deck kind of was supposed to do there. This used to work quite effectively until the new cards came out, but then that deck really didn't have any of the new cards. This is why we're languishing in silver. I haven't bothered to put anything together for constructed. Maybe I will next month. Well, oops. Thank you for watching. It's very dark in here. I don't know why that's happened. Bye.